Hello and welcome to my island. I'm so glad to have you here. I know that the process can be a little traumatic, though I must say you are one of the first persons to come to my island who hasn't vomited upon arrival. And I must say my synthetic minions are most appreciative of not having to do the cleanup. Do keep an eye out for that one there. The programming seems to be a little off, and so it's a bit twitchy right now, but ignore all of that. I want to personally welcome you. Now, I want you to know that nothing that happens here is personal. It is not your fault that you decided to begin dating and, dare I say, fall in love with one of the premier superheroes in the world. Unfortunately, as part of that, occasionally you may find yourself, well, let's just call a spade, kidnapped. You may find yourself kidnapped. However, I want you to know that absolutely no harm will come to you at this time. Quite the contrary, you are unbelievably valuable to me, and I will see that you are very well taken care of. Now, we will make sure that all of your needs are met on my island. We will make sure that you have all of the food and drink that you desire. Most of my table you will find is locally sourced on the island. I've done some rather creative genetic engineering, and I've allowed myself to grow virtually any crop that you can possibly imagine. So if there's something that you desire, you need only let me know of one of my mini synthetic minions, and they will be happy to help you. Think of this as a vacation. You are on a tropical island. Everything that you could possibly want will be given to you immediately, and you don't have to worry about going to work because I will not allow you to leave. So, is there anything I can get you now? No, I'm sorry, we are fresh out of Go Straight to Hell. It's quite all right. I hear it all the time. You're a monster. You're the worst. The captain will stop you, etc., etc., etc. Please, let's move past that, and let's get to know each other a little bit more. Tell me, where did you first meet the captain? Really, really? So, do I understand correctly that you found yourself up on this high skyscraper right during one of my attacks? Oh, that's quite touching. You know, that means that in a way, I'm responsible for you two meeting. Well, yes, it's true that my destabilization of the bedrock underneath the city is directly related to why that skyscraper did collapse and did result in several hundred people dying. But, you were saved by the captain, and as such, you two got to know each other. So again, you kind of got me to thank for that. So you got to know each other a little bit better, and well, I have to ask, because I've only had a chance to ask a few others like yourself, what is it like dating a superhero? First of all, did he tell you his secret identity right away? Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not trying to get it from you. It's adorable that the two of you think that I don't know exactly who he is. Those ridiculous little diamond masks. Who do you think you're kidding? I know who he is. No, I shan't say. It's more fun to keep you guessing whether or not I'm bluffing. But that's besides the point. What is it like dating him? How many times have you gotten a delicious meal ready for him at your apartment? Yes, I know exactly where you live, young lady. And he's had to go away because he's had to stop some dastardly villain. Quite a lot, I would imagine. I know that must be hard. Well, it's true, several of those were because of me, but nevertheless, it's difficult dating someone who is in a way dating the entire world. I mean, the captain, he has to go and save people in Bangladesh as much as he does your own city. I know that must be difficult for you. And, of course, one of the most inconvenient things of all, being kidnapped by dastardly fellows such as myself. Now, I know that this is all difficult for you, but you're going to be here for a few days. It's going to take a few days before he figures out where you are. No, it's going to be a few days. Bless your little heart. Do you think that I could maintain this elegant and spacious island if I did not have defenses against his superior senses? He would be able to spot me in a heartbeat, right? He could literally be listening in on a conversation right now if I didn't have certain sonic and visual dampers all over this island. He could be flying right overhead right now and not know where you are. That's a most depressing thought, isn't it? I could kill you right now, and he could be standing just outside the island, and he wouldn't even know that you were in danger. But don't worry, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything so crass. You are perfectly safe. After all, there's a reason that I brought you here. Eventually, I'm going to bring him to my island. Now, I have had to abandon so many secret layers. Volcanoes, subterranean layers, undersea pods. Oh, every single one has been decimated by him and his jolly band. So I assure you, I'm going to be quite ready before I decide to let him know about this one. I've grown rather attached to this island, and I would prefer that his first visit here be his last. So I want to make sure that it happens in a way that is of my own choosing. And one of the perfect ways to do that is to make sure that he knows you are here. Now, one that guarantees that he will come. I wasn't really too worried about that, but it guarantees that he will take a lighter touch when coming. It guarantees that he won't just smash through everything right away. He has to be a little careful. Once he realizes that his senses are dampened here, he can hardly come smashing through a concrete wall. If you're on the other side, he could take your head clean off. He's got to take it a little slower and work his way through. He's got to make sure that you're all right. Oh, to that end, when the final touch comes, it's going to be a few days from now. I've had some basic clothing picked out, but I didn't know if you had a preference. I've got a very classic themed. It's sort of got a 70s earthy vibe. I noticed that you're big into the environment, and I support that. I didn't know if you wanted something more like this, or more of a classic sort of ball gown. Is that more your speed? Well, we'll talk about it later. We'll find something that is suitable for the event. No. It doesn't matter, actually, your opinion. I just wanted to see which one you prefer. You see, you won't be wearing either of those. The twitchy synthetic life form that I mentioned earlier is they are in a bit of a transition right now. They are slowly, right down to the genetic makeup, being made into a perfect duplicate of you. Yes, of you. He won't suspect a thing. And even if he does, because of his dampened senses, he won't be sure. And when he comes to save her, he probably won't notice the rare earth elements that I have installed inside that will weaken him, that are triggered to explode. Yes, when he tries to scoop her up in his arms and carry her off, he'll be, about 2 miles over the Pacific Ocean. That's when her skin will begin to melt away, revealing the weakening elements, and they'll begin to cause his flight to falter over the ocean, and he'll fall. Splash. Now, of course, the ocean itself will take him. Hypothermia is a terrible way to go. But I've made sure that some genetically altered sharks will be nearby. I'll be filming the whole thing. You're welcome to join me, of course. You can wear whichever dress your synthetic clone isn't, and we can have a little toast to the death of the captain. So, cheers, and I do hope you enjoy your stay.